Hey, welcome everybody to Shattered Dungeons, the show where we have all sorts of fun on the internet playing Shattered Dawn. Tonight's a special session. We have a number of friends from PlayedTogether on Instagram, helmed by Nick. If you guys want to say hey, just make some sort of clamor.
Hey, together.
That is exactly what was asked for. I don't know how to feel about that.
We practiced that twice.
Yeah, these guys spend hours a day working on that.
Only took us 10 times.
And there you go. So tonight we're going to do a special one-shot of Shattered Dawn, kind of a demo. So we'll be going through character creation and then a one-shot adventure. Also joining us, not only from the PlayedTogether team, we have Ray from Chronicles of the Mist podcast. Ray, say hey.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Up, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
And then we also have our own Jordan, J Crutchfield 12 on Twitch, who normally plays Reg in our recurring stream. You want to say hey, Jordan? But pick a different voice than Reg.
I was gonna say it's really weird to not introduce myself as Reg.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of interesting.
About like squeaky voice teen.
Yeah, go for it. Squeaky voice.
Hey there, everyone.
Terrible. Just terrible.
It turned me on a little bit.
Oh,
I don't know what's scarier, the voice or that.
Oh, yeah.
It moved.
Probably both. So, two quick announcements before we get going. Number one, books are coming in for Ancient City Con. So if you are there in St. Augustine, Florida, come visit, come say hey. Also, if you're interested in ordering a hardback, we got them. They're in stock. Check out our online store. And then also in our online store and on DriveThruRPG, as well as everything else, is our new Granite Great Axe arc, taking you from levels 6 through 10. Those will also be available to Ancient City Con, so definitely check those out. So we're going to get this stream rocking and rolling. So here we go. Whoa. That took a dark turn.
First one.
So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go through character creation.
There we are.
So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people tonight creating characters. Typically,
That should take 4 hours.
well, so the way we designed Shattered Dawn, you can do character creation relatively quick. I jotted down some bullet points just for everybody to make this a little simpler. But first, what we're going to go through, you're going to basically make 3 choices. You're going to choose your race, and then you're going to choose 2 advancements. Advancements are character-defining traits.
Now, is this like Donald Trump specification of race or what?
No. Like, we have all sorts of fun ones. So I'm just going to give you guys a very, very abbreviated overview. In the book, they get a couple paragraphs each, but so here's the races. Who is honking? This is
Hey, man,
we're
I'm
playing it on the
I'm
streets.
I'm in New York City, so
It's a solid, man.
that's me. I'm
Dang.
in New York City. Sometimes I get some weird. I'll mute myself until it's gone. People are honking at the light. They don't like. Hey. Taking too long.
Just mute yourself for good.
So here are the race options. You have Ilrias, which is kind of like a magical cat person. Risan, which are most stereotypically human. Then you have 3 different types of Ethel. Ethel are various types of, like, elf Nazis is usually what they get compared to. And so you have Woe Ethel, which are like woodland elf Nazis. Nor Ethel, which are the straight up elf Nazis. And then the Soul Ethel, which are like outcast elf Nazis. Then you
Also
have
known as
What about the Woe?
T and Grande.
Yeah. The Woe Ethel are people who are Ethel who have cast off the chains of city dwelling and kind of they live in the forest.
They like hide the people in their attics and stuff, like the Nazis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not you know, maybe check your history, but yeah.
Kind of the.
That's a different screen.
Yeah. And then
So are they not the type they make in the camps?
well, they've done some terrible things. And then there are 3 subsets of Risan. You have the Alarison, which are like the affluent nobles. The Ducerison, which are kind of they were cursed with the Soul Ethel, and so they live in harsher terrain. And then the Norcerison, which are best compared to Vikings. And then we have a couple of the quote-unquote non-standard races. We have the Underlings, which are similar to dwarves, but they were created magically, and most are commonly found to have very pale skin, do not grow hair, because they live underground. And then the next 3 are the most interesting races, to me at least. We have the Basilican, which are like snake people, kind of salamander-esque people. You have the Dargoth, which think small barbaric giants, small being like 8 to 12 feet tall. And then the Lamkai, which are basically possessed demon children. So,
What?
yeah.
That's my son. Most nights.
So, going
I think
through
that's what
that,
she was last time.
what are some of the things that jumped out to you that you guys kind of picked off that, oh yeah, I want to play that?
I think the Dargoth for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I read through the book and was looking at the Woe Ethel.
Oh, sweet. So the Dargoth on your character sheet, and for those on stream or watching, I kind of have the character sheet pulled up. On the first page towards the top, you'll see race and racial benefit. The race, obviously, write whatever race you want to play as. And then under racial benefit for the Dargoth, they get plus 50 stamina at level 1, and then plus 25 melee damage, and negative 25 total armor rating.
Haha.
And that's probably the most complicated one.
Yeah, and in case you guys watched like our first few adventures, that's why Reg almost died in like the first 4 adventures.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
He was easy to hit.
Yeah, he was. The Woe Ethel, their racial benefit is 50% resistance to disease and poison.
One with nature.
Oh, yeah. And then, what other races did everyone lean towards?
I was going to do a rogue, so the Lamkai was actually one that interested me.
The Lamkai is one of my favorite ones to play. So there are only ever... I can't remember if it's 100 or 1,000. I think it's 1,000.
It's 1,000.
Okay, cool. 1,000 of these things in existence at any given time.
Oh.
So it's very rare, but you appear as a child. So, like, you are a child of a different race. You just happen to be a possessed character.
If 2 people in the party rolled Lamkais, it would just be a hell of a coincidence.
There would be some things that happen. The racial benefit for
the Children of the Corn thing, so I was leaning towards that too.
Hey, this could be a really fun adventure then. So their racial benefit is plus 10 to sneak.
Someone just fall?
Someone's CRT monitor fell behind their old desk.
Someone got attacked by a Lamkai already.
Quick, use my life alert.
I've fallen.
My DVD cases are falling over.
So what other races does everyone have one picked out already? Lay it on me.
I think I'm going to be a Landkind as well.
Okay. So again, that's plus 10 to your sneak ability.
Okay.
Anyone else who has not written down a racial benefit yet?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting until the end, see what everybody else wants to be.
So right now we have what? 3 Lamkai, a Dargoth, and a Woethel?
Quit the party.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to be going to bed then.
Ray has left the chat.
Who hasn't picked? Rob? Austin?
What's up?
Have you picked a race?
Go with a previously made character that I have, Soul Ethel.
Okay. Your benefit is 50% resistance to fire.
Excuse me.
Fire. Because of all that ice in that soul.
Well, they had to put something in fires burn.
There you go. Is that everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I haven't chosen yet.
Oh, okay. What are you thinking, Ray?
Who else was left?
I,
Jay?
the Jordan, have not chosen.
Yeah. And that's it? Just us two?
Yep.
Oh, everybody's waiting on us, huh?
So we got a Woethel, a Soethel. We got a Woethel, a Soul-Ethel, 3 Lamkai, and a Dargoth. Yeah.
We really have 3 Lamkai? I thought you were joking.
No, dead serious.
4 Lamkai. No, I'm kidding.
Children of the corn. No.
We should just all roll Lamkai and be like, hey, oh, you?
We need somebody that can get us into stuff that's an adult.
Welcome to Lamkai West.
And we can just all dress up in a trench coat.
Lamkai.
One trench coat.
One adult.
Yeah, that was great. Hello,
He-Man
I'm sure
Haters Club?
you are a human person.
I am an adult.
We could all join together like Voltron to make a different creature.
Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. But so much yes. So, Ray and Jordan, what are you guys gonna do?
I think I'm going to do this more from a player, more from trying to place. It's tempting. It's super tempting. I think I'm gonna go Alrizian. Is that how you say it?
Alarison?
Alarisan.
I believe it's Calrissian.
Yeah.
Get Reg into speechcraft moments and can never roll speechcraft.
Okay, so you get
I
plus 10
keep talking a
speechcraft.
shot.
And then, Ray, what about you?
I think I am going to go with the Norsersian then.
Cool, so you get 50% cold resistance.
He's warm.
All right, so now that was probably the toughest part of the communication side of things. This next part is going to be somewhat similar, but basically what you're going to go through now that you've notated all those items, you're going to go through and you can kind of see on Roll20 right there. I have put down all of the level 1 advancements that you guys have available to you. So the way that it's written down, you have the category or the tree, if you will, so blacksmithing, for example, and then you have the first advancement available to you in that tree. So again, blacksmithing is the tree, steelsmith is the first advancement, and then to the right there you have the actual description of what it does. It's a very base description, but it's a description nonetheless. So for that one, it allows you to create and improve steel weapons and armor. Now, as we get going, what you're going to do, you're going to choose 2 because you're level 1. And at level 1, you get 2 points to spend. Each one of these costs 1 point. But what I would recommend doing, try to identify 4 or 6 advancements, because over the course of this adventure, you will level up at least once, if not twice. And so as you level up, you'll gain more points and able to spend them. So, for example, if you're a Lamkai, you already have a 10 to sneak, so you might not need that plus 20 to sneak at first level. But similarly, you might want to go down, something that gives you an advantage to either fighting with a weapon or without a weapon. And then if you choose any of the advancements that are spell casting, which are things like deception, you see how it says apprentice deception. Anything that has apprentice whatever is a spell casting tree, with the exception of locksmith. Locksmith is not a spell casting tree.
Open sesame.
Yeah. But if you choose a spellcasting advancement, let me know, because that will give you 2 spells that you can choose from that tree that you just know outright. So yeah, take a read through there, and then as you identify them, you can either write them in chat or just say them above. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. As you're choosing this, keep in mind this is a D100 based game, so every roll you'll make is 1D100. And so you can see like plus 30 attack, plus 30 damage, that will give you a substantial bonus to what you're doing.
And you said we're picking 2?
Yep. Pick 2, but I'd identify 4 to 6.
I don't see plus 5 to Spirit Fingers on this list anywhere.
Plus 5 to jazz hands?
I think that's performance, actually, in a technical standpoint.
Sorceress Stare. I don't see that.
So my character's first advancement is apprentice summoning.
Okay. So, hold on one second. So as everyone else is choosing their stuff, you're going to get access to 2 spells, and I'm going to tell you what they are. And you'll want to notate this on page 2 under known spells, and then underneath you can kind of put the descriptors of what they do and what they are. So there are 4 spells available to you. You get to pick 2. Summon Familiar, Summon Zombie, Summon Dagger, and Summon Sword.
I have Summon Dagger.
Okay.
That's my 1 spell.
Summon Dagger, Sword, Zombie, and what was the other one?
Familiar.
Familiar?
Yep.
I have another spell here, but I think it's from something else.
Okay. Now, you can get access to 2 of those spells from summoning.
Okay. It was summon zombie, summon sword,
Summon Dagger, and then Summon Familiar.
Okay, well, summon sword makes sense with my characters.
And
More
then
melee.
okay. So then you might want you might want to take light melee or heavy melee to coincide with that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking
the other advancement that she has down is martial prowess.
And I think that's the light melee one.
Okay. Yep.
So you should be good.
Okay, cool.
So I was thinking of making this guy, the Dargoth, a tank, but he's got negative 25 to armor.
True.
It's probably not a good thing then, right?
Probably not.
You do get bonus damage though, so there's that.
I do.
It's like picking somebody with pearl white skin and then put them in a sunny planet or something.
Yeah. All right. So, who else has questions about advancements?
So I think I'm gonna take my wool ethel and do brewing
Okay.
and hand to hand.
Good choice.
Oh, so let me clarify. The 4 spells is summon, and then summon familiar, and then summon dagger, and then summon zombie. 4, right?
Those are the 4 available to you. You can only choose 2, though.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who is that? Just talking. Sorry.
Brav.
Okay. So you're going down summoning as well?
No, I was just questioning. I just want to make sure I do all of that.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So who else has questions?
Ray needs to know what. So I took hand to hand as my first one. So I see the upgrades it from 1 to 2. So how would I fill out the little weapon, quote unquote, weapon block for this?
So what you would do, you would write attack, which should be 22, damage, which will also be 22, and then 5% critical chance.
Oh, okay. And that's the same for me.
Yep.
Got it.
Now, because you are fighting hand to hand, dual wielding in this game is very simple. You just get 2 attacks. So, so every time you go to do combat, you'll get plus 22 on each attack.
Right.
Okay.
So would it make sense for me to take heavy mail so I do get some armor?
That is a great recommendation.
Okay.
I would definitely say go for that.
So I was going to do heavy mail and heavy melee.
Okay.
You said attack and damage was 22, correct?
Correct.
Does unarmed count like if I picked up light melee as a third?
So
A
light
third
melee.
advancement, would that apply?
No, light melee is specifically one-handed weapons. Unarmed is fighting with fists or weapons labeled as unarmed weapons, so like brass knuckles, for example. And then heavy melee is anything that is a two-handed melee weapon.
Raj.
I have a question about summoned sword.
Yeah.
Damage rating, but no base attack rating in the book.
So the damage rating is the attack rating, and I'll kind of get there when we first start finding some equipment. But basically, your sword, when you summon that, the spell has a base of 7, which means the attack bonus also is 7.
Okay, yeah, it tripped me up because Summon Dagger says that it has a base attack and damage rating of 4, but Summon Sword just says it has a base damage rating of 7. So
Yeah, I think that got.
Here.
Do you have one of the updated books?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I think this is an original run book.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that got updated.
Did you send
if
me
not,
the
who knows?
updated book?
It should be through drive-through. So if you have a copy through drive-through, you should be able to download
the
it.
one I won a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that one. I think I emailed it to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just download the updated one.
Okay.
That one should be fairly accurate.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else got questions on advancements?
No, you wanted me to tell you mine, I assume?
Yeah, if everyone has theirs identified, I'm just gonna kind of go down the line and ask you what you have, just for my own sanity. So Captain Shiner, I'm gonna call you by your Discord name.
Okay. So I have Summoned Dagger,
Okay.
Summoned Sword, and since I'm using my previously made character who's level 2, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
She also has Apprentice Reshaping.
Okay.
And her, the spell from that she has is Oak Skin.
Okay, cool.
Are we all picking 2 of those spells, or just the people that are doing summoning?
Just the people doing summoning.
Okay. so I won't take any spells.
Yeah. So, Mr. Russ, I have yours as brewing and hand to hand. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Cool. Rav?
I think I'll be taking the elementalism.
Okay.
And let's see here. We'll go with the. I just saw it a while ago. It was the light mail, defensive battlement.
Okay. So you have 2 spells to choose from the elementalism tree.
Okay.
Your options are Cold Gust, Shock, and Smolder. So lightning, ice, and fire.
Do lightning and ice.
Okay.
Because I use that in PoE.
There you go.
Man, I haven't played that game in a minute.
Smolder deals. It's a cone 4 squares by 3 squares, and it deals 10 fire damage.
You have to make a pouty face when you do it, though.
Yeah. And then
Like blue steel.
It's highly effective versus cultists.
And that's a stamina versus attack. I notated that for my own well-being. And then shock deals 15 points of damage.
Were you shocked, Michael?
Yes.
Nice.
I get it.
And then Rosostro, you have heavy mail and heavy melee.
Yep.
Ray, you have hand to hand, and what else?
Performance.
Okay. J Crutchfield 12.
Hey, I'm doing deception and hand to hand. I'm taking rage and valor.
Okay. And then Traveler 525.
I did martial prowess 1 and apprentice locksmith.
Nice. Cool. All right. So if that's basically your entire character right there. The only thing that we need to add is your health, potency, and stamina pools. So everyone starts with 50 at level 1. If you have 50 of each. If you have anything that would indicate through a racial benefit that you gain more, such as Dargoth, go ahead and add that to that total.
I know I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but I have plus 25 to melee.
Yep.
What is my base melee? Is it that 25?
Or
is it depending on the weapon I use?
So it depends on the weapon you use, and we'll kind of get there as after I kind of introduce the story. But basically, the way most of this game works, you roll a 1d100 for everything, and then certain items and abilities and advancements, things like that, affect that roll. So combat, you take the damage rating of the item. That is not only its actual damage that is dealt, but also the bonus that you apply to your roll. And so if you have an advancement
off that one roll.
Yeah. So your advancement would stack on top of that. So if you have from heavy melee plus 30 to your attack and damage, if you have a weapon that deals 10 damage that heavy melee would affect, that means your bonus is plus 40 and your damage is 40. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
Cool. All right. So last thing to do, if everyone's got that notated, your characters are done. They are complete. The only thing to do now is choose what token, what icon you want to be identified as.
I want the one that has nothing to do with what a child spirit looks like.
Skullman?
The Skullman with the rifle. No, I'm just kidding.
Is there one? Oh, you're talking about that thing right there?
Yeah, he looks like a soldier with bloody vest on and maybe an axe. I don't know what he's got. A beret or something.
Yeah, that's actually a picture of a miniature I painted. I think it's like a sickle or something. Dalton.
Sickle.
You want that one that you were identifying?
Oh no, I was just clicking on Reg for sentimental sake.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna take a little hooded boy here,
Okay.
Mr. Generic Adventurer.
Hold on 1 second, and I'll give everyone access to your characters.
Update my name.
All right, so that's you, Nick. Talia, where click on the one that you want.
I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter much. I don't know. This chick, maybe.
Okay.
You want the Wolverine-looking guy?
Yeah, maybe. I thought maybe you still had the one from last time, but
The one from last time we didn't technically have rights to, so I had to pull a lot of that stuff for the stream.
That was from.
I can't really remember what it looks like. It was like a decade ago.
Yeah.
It was like a year ago.
Michael, go ahead and click and hold on the one you would like. All right. Michael R. Ba-bam. Robert, Rob.
So formal. Gotta change that.
Go up to the settings. You can change.
Shut up! I know how.
Robert Rev or Robert from New Jersey?
Yeah, which one would you like?
If it's me, I'll take the little European boy with the long eyebrow hair.
This guy.
This guy.
I think.
Click and hold.
I think I changed my mind about mine though. While the Robs are confirming which ones.
Ray, which one would you like?
Let's go with this Odin. Oh no, it won't let me click on it.
Click and hold.
No, it just keeps making a square appear.
Yep, I got to give you access to it.
Third row, second one in.
There it is. The Odin-looking fella.
Got it.
One.
Looking motherfucker.
I will choose a childlike person that will be a demon.
Sorry.
That's one right here, right?
I'm gonna keep with the theme right here. There's these the white looking background. I'm gonna choose.
Pick the little girl. There you go.
Okay.
Juan's confused because there's no dark complexioned people.
Yeah, I always like to be diverse with my character.
No, you always like to be black.
Yeah,
It's not diverse.
it's diverse.
Brutal.
He likes his representation.
Yeah, gotta keep it balanced.
Long hair and
But diverse would mean that he would choose something different each time.
No, he wants the party to be a
Yeah.
he likes the midriff top.
And
For
then
this one, yeah.
Jordan, which one are you?
What was it?
Which one are you?
The guy with the hood.
Oh, did you already? This guy right there?
Yeah.
That's me. Oh.
Pick a new guy with a hood.
Guy with a hood?
I'll take Eye Patch with the hood then.
Yeah, you guys could be like weird demonic Bash Brothers with capes, man. That's pretty cool.
Oh yes, I love that.
We should stand side to side and like kind of
Always.
the mirror.
Like you guys are always using like putting your hands together to do your spells, like Wonder Twins.
What was
So-
it, Power Twins?
Simpsons episode where Homer becomes Krusty the Clown.
Oh yeah.
Do the back and forth swap. You can't shoot the real Krusty.
What is that
Alright.
one demonic dude up there like playing the banjo or the guitar? The real big one. That should have been me, but I'll stick with what I
An
got.
option?
Why not?
Hi, I'm dead. Don't ask questions.
And so everyone's. Oh my.
What's that? Is it a
Is
chicken?
that a parrot dog?
Yeah, it's my wife's dog.
I love how you call it your wife's dog. I don't like to associate.
Don't take any claim on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna mix mine up with one.
My chicken dog.
Is it bad that's how we refer to our children when they're in trouble?
My wife, kid.
Your daughter.
Satan's spawn. Why did I do this? That's his new name.
All right. So, I'm going to switch the scene, and then I have a couple questions for everybody, and then we will get this show on the road. All right. Everyone should be looking about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. Who did I not grab?
Missing eye patch, dude.
Yeah, eye patch, dude.
Oh, eye patchy. Eye patch McGee.
So, I kind of edge here, and I'm pulling a NPC that you guys were going to meet in the next session from our Hun campaign. But I have not practiced it any.
All good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got to go through and name these characters and make sure stats are correct. So I'm going to click on this person right here. Who is that?
That's Juan.
It's Juan.
It's Juan.
Okay. Juan, what's your character's name?
Character name is Arrow with no W.
Okay, and then 50 in all stats, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Next, Jordan, character name?
Dalton.
Okay.
50 across the board.
A man of my own heart there with the Dalton character.
Oh, you've done that voice or done that name before?
I've had several characters named Dalton.
And then Boja? Is that the character name? Boya?
Boya.
Bojack Horseman.
Gotcha.
And that's 50 in all stats,
it's the
right?
Swedish word for flex.
Nice.
Ooh.
50 in all stats, correct?
See.
And then Rav, character name?
Crisp lemonade.
I love that.
I'm thirsty.
Do they even know about lemonade in this realm?
Nope. You're bringing it to
should
the
come up-
masses.
That's
Yeah.
I should go up with something a little more majestic.
I keep it. And then Robert, are you Talia? Is that your
Yes,
character
I am.
name?
Yep.
Okay.
now is Crisp the one who took brewing?
Nope.
No, that was Mike.
Oh,
You guys have
Missed
to work
opportunity.
together. You create a beverage. And you're like, I'm gonna name it after my friend Crisp Lemonade.
Mike from New Jersey. What's your character name?
Is it too on the nose if I name mine Alton? Where you have one less I will have one less letter.
Don't get confusing at all.
No,
Dalton and Dalton.
no way. That would be. I'd rage quit.
My friends call me Chris, by the way.
will be.
You want me to come back?
That's the name.
Yeah, come back to me because I just had an aneurysm.
Okay. And then Orzosra, you're Tark.
Tark, yeah, what is he?
Cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and make you that size because that's the size your character is comparatively.
See him.
Yeah.
That's a lot of square space you have there.
Yeah. it is.
Then us little children should be smaller.
Sponsored by Squarespace.
Small nominal fee, you can put your site professionally made.
Mike, it's
I
been
got
a
it.
long time, but we're back to you.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be Jussin, Jussin, and then last name is Time, Tyme.
That is wonderful. All right. So can everyone see each other now?
Yep.
Everyone
Yes.
sees names.
I was tempted to make a Basilician and name it. What was it? Saul Lid.
All right.
But no.
So we're gonna get going on this story now. So I will give everyone kind of a just an FYI. Most of the time, I write down what I have NPCs saying and all that fun stuff. I wasn't quite sure what to expect tonight, so I decided to leave dialogue to the improv part of my mind. So I'm going to apologize now if some things don't make sense, or I might do some voices that are wildly inappropriate. Who knows? So
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
You mean the usual then?
yeah, basically standard me. So
Wiggly Chew and
yeah, so to give you guys some backstory, each and every one of you have been apprehended from your families. All of you either grew up or live in various cities around the country of Arrogate. And all of you come from various walks of life, but the one thing that you each seem to have in common are that you come from families that cared very much about each other. And so the amount of time you've been here has kind of ran together. You're not quite sure. You know it's at least been several months. And over that time, you've been led back and forth basically from your rooms that are adjacent to the guards' quarters and the blood-soaked Colosseum you currently stand in. Above, overlooking the various spikes and traps and pitfalls in the gladiator pit, on the balcony stands the man who has witnessed each and every one of you injure or slaughter other gladiators that you have all overcome. You are the last ones left of the various captives that have been here. To the best of your ability, you've been able to pick up his name is Vincent the Iargo. And he stands before you alone. Usually he has several guards with him, but he addresses you all together and he says, "You are the last of my esteemed gladiators. You have all done the best you possibly can, but we end the era of my gladiatorial Colosseum. You see, I have apprehended many of you, and you are the best of the best. The event I will be having at the end of the week will be your last. There shall be only one victor, and that victor will see his own death last. You have each brought me many, many, many funds. You have helped me to see the spirit that someone can have even in the face of their own demise. And I tell you, my esteemed colleagues have so much enjoyed watching you shed each other's blood. But the time now is to draw to a close. You see, I bore with this festivity. I find myself not as enjoyed by seeing you fight for your lives as I once was. And I plan on ridding myself of this boredom by allowing you to kill each other and find a new way to entertain myself and my colleagues. So, enjoy this last week, for it will be terrible to watch you all die before me, but it is something that I very, very much look forward to. So, the door is open, go back to your quarters, or you can end yourselves now before you are in front of an audience. I could care less. But I will say thank you for the various times I've seen you shed your friend's blood. I will see you at the end of the week. And he walks off. Above you to the north, there is a doorway. And through that doorway is the normal kind of hallways to the various rooms. Like I said before, some of you guys are roomed near guards' quarters. Some are across the hall. Some are next door. You know that it is very common for various guards from whatever facility you're in. It's common for them to be kind of patrolling the area. So you aren't armed with anything. The only thing you guys have are, some basic clothes. And those of you who can cast spells can cast your spells, but that's pretty much it. So, what do you do?
So I'm just this really big guy with like a little loincloth on.
Well, I mean, you have better clothes than that, but yeah.
So we don't have any weapons currently.
Nope.
Just your wits.
How high is this the area where he was sitting?
It's pretty high up there. I would say.
It's like a ledge.
Yeah, it kind of is concave a little bit, so there's no real way to climb up effectively.
Can I throw one of the little guys?
You can definitely attempt to. It's probably in the ballpark of 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
Well, I'm like 10 feet, sir, right? So I just gotta throw you 30.
Human bridge time. Human ladder time, actually.
Why can't we just travel north door?
The door is unlocked, letting you head back toward your rooms. The accommodations that you've had are actually way better than what you would anticipate captive gladiators having. Like, you have beds and sheets. You have some privacy. Clearly, they have wanted you to.
I want that chest. Yeah, let's go back.
What if it was just like a garbage bag in there?
I'm so tiny.
You can't see the chest.
Oh, we can't? So let's just go back to our rooms.
I was gonna say, so right now the decision is either to kill myself or prepare to kill everyone around me.
Now, you have several days, but yeah.
You'll have plenty of time to kill yourself, Mike.
What's that?
I'm gonna eat all the blood on the floor and gain strength.
Disease, whatever.
Yeah, I'll head back.
Or as wise as that man seemed, I do believe there is a third option.
Oh.
Okay.
What little man?
I'm not little.
No.
No, don't.
Yeah, but I'm really big.
Oh yeah, compared to you.
Oh. Yeah, everyone's
Well,
little.
my large friend.
Just standing there scratching my groin.
With your
We could always escape.
How?
That I do not yet know. I've only been trying to not die. I assume the same for you all. We thought there would be a reasonable end to this. Not, hey, you're going to die.
I was hoping for a prize of some sort.
Well, I would like to live, so let's escape.
I definitely want to go out with a bang. So
But I suppose
If
we should
anything.
keep this amongst ourselves. If any of them overhear us, I feel they would not particularly care for this plan.
Now, this guy sounds like a plant to me.
Yeah, I think the first one to die should
Narc.
be this guy. He brings up an escape, but then is like, I don't know how to do it, so
Why
why
don't you
bring
guys
it up?
figure it out, and then you tell me once you figured it out. I'll help you.
I'll try my
Like,
best.
why haven't we figured out that we could escape like before now?
I was too busy trying to survive. Trying not to die, getting stomped by these huge beings. Me, my little
So
tiny.
now there's one thing that is different about this situation than the situations you've been in the past, and that is the fact that you are all here right now. Typically what happens is one or two of you are led by several guards from your room to the gladiator pit. Here it seems like he's trying to give you some time to at least enjoy yourself or experience some level of freedom before you guys have to kill each other and all die, basically. So
what if we walk up the seats, like the gladiator seats or the arena seats, and then get up on that platform? Is that a possibility, or does that get us closer to the 40 feet?
So that's actually a kind of like beveled stone. It's fairly steep. Those walls right there that you're looking at, think like eagle eye view, are. They're in the ballpark of like 80 feet tall.
I thought it was like those seats in the arena.
Yeah,
Have any of us
it does
worked
kind of
the
look like
concession
that.
stands in the past and know secret ways out of the room?
You have not had the luxury of being able to work a standard job in the underground coliseum.
Because I'm Crisp Lemonade. I was giving out lemonade for all the warriors that were watching.
You've actually just been peeing in your hand and offering it to them as they walk by.
I've been poisoning them slowly over the past 5 years before being captured and brought here for these gang crimes.
So why don't we just head back to the room?
I say that we pretend to bludgeon each other to death, and when the guards come out to drag our dead bodies away, we jump them all and steal their weapons.
Yeah, we can roll around the blood, make it look real.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
But don't we have a week? We have a week until.
Yeah, we have time.
Right, so we have to play dead for a long time. What do you want from me?
Well, I say we hash a better escape plan than just let's make believe we beat up each other and then wait for the
Sleep for a
guards to
week.
come out.
That's the only way.
It's the first time they've let us really out, and more so together. Maybe we take a look around.
Perhaps find some weapons on the floor of some of you,
I don't know.
like some rocks that we can turn into blades.
But you know, the playing dead thing. I mean, that could be Plan B.
Plan B.
Is there like a perception roll kind of thing in here? Or?
Yeah. So I don't think anyone has performance. Or no. Ray has performance.
Ray does.
Ray, you can roll a performance check. Everyone else just roll a straight D100. That's pretty much all you need to roll.
If anybody's hungry, I do have an ice spell, and I do have lemonade. Don't eat the yellow snow, though. Just saying.
Oops, wrong way.
Yeah, I critical failed that one.
No.
Does everyone know how to roll dice on here?
I don't.
Oh, it's in the chat. You type /roll space 1D100, and then if you have a bonus, you can do plus or minus whatever it is.
Good. Make David use all his good rolls up.
There's also a window to your left, like a little toolbar to your left, and you can click that and roll it from there as well.
So is that all one word, / roll 1D100? All
There's
together?
There's a space after roll.
Okay.
So, as everyone's looking around, Boya, you notice various rocks and kind of stuff like that. Nothing that you could make a feasible weapon out of. However, Turk, as you're walking around, you kind of have a different mindset. You're much taller and stronger, obviously, and there are spikes sticking out of the wall. If you wanted to, you could attempt to do that, and it would effectively be a club, depending on the size you're looking
I'd rather
for.
him bite one off with his teeth. It's cooler.
So you bite one off, and all your teeth are destroyed. No.
We're gonna use his teeth to throw at the guards.
So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to break one off.
I heard those teeth go for a pretty penny.
You should. All right, so go ahead, roll a. We're gonna do a stamina check for this. So just so everyone knows, what a stamina check is, it's a roll 1D100, but you can declare however much stamina from your stamina pool you would like to add. So in Tark's case, he has, I think you have 100,
I have
right?
100.
Yeah. So you could add up to 100 to this roll if you would like.
I'm gonna add 15.
Oh wow! Why don't you
Go
really
big or go home.
On your
You're about to die.
The pool is what's in the circle.
All right, not bad. So he kind of, as everyone search around looking for anything that they could use to help them in this situation, Tark walks up to one of the smaller spikes sticking out the wall and just kind of starts yanking at it as hard as he possibly can. He kind of gets into this really awkward grunting noise in motion. but you are able to.
That is one way to deal with stress.
Your mama sure cares about your schooling, boy.
Don't look at me.
And so
Deep cut with the Forrest Gump reference.
Hey, buddy.
you're able to rip it off, and the giant metal pylon is a two-handed blunt weapon that will deal 15 damage.
Word.
I know a lot about blunts.
Plus, what did you say? 15 damage.
Yep.
So that's just adding 15 to all my rolls for damage.
For attacks, damage is a straight number, but yes.
Yep.
Cool. So no one can really see anything else that's around that would be able to be broken off like that one was. That one was kind of loose.
And you were working so hard to get it too. You weak.
Now he's too tired to toss any of us over.
So where are you guys going from here?
I mean, if there are no other weapons to search for in the pool, then I think we should just go back to our room.
We should let Tark get a breath of air first, because apparently he's weak.
I'm taking a nap.
And then we'll let him kind of regain his strength and go first into the room, and we'll follow behind.
Cool.
I'm real tired and sleepy.
So you wait a couple minutes.
You did well.
Yanking that giant thing, the metal spike that is. No, so you guys wait a couple minutes, and then you're ready to go, Tark. So you guys kind of march your characters, and I'll reveal as you go. Now, just for knowledge sake, Tark, that hallway looks small. You can kind of fit through it, but it's a tight squeeze.
That's what you.
Gotta breathe in. Breathe in.
Think then. All right, I suppose we should just see what we have to deal with. Please don't fart.
Yep.
Oh, you're in the void.
That's it.
The boy.
Does it go this way?
Yeah. So as you kind of round there, you guys are familiar enough with, let's see, these rooms. Like you get,
I don't know if I can
these
fit
are all
down these hallways.
your quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Get out to my love-making room, Tark.
Oh
What do you think
my.
I'm here for?
Tark needs a smoke break.
That's why I was shimmering it when he was pulling that pole, because I knew it was coming later.
No pun intended.
The sweat dripping down Tark's armory chest.
Ew. So there are a couple
Braided
rooms.
chest
There are a couple rooms that you aren't super familiar with, and they don't have bars on the doors like your cells do. You can try and walk past. What do you guys want to do with that?
I want to use my freeze magic on it, on the doorknob or the bars. And I
Okay.
want Tark here to hit it with his blunt object and try to bust them.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
We might attract some guards if we try to do it that way. Is my only
We will kill them.
reservation. All right.
Then I'll freeze their face with my frost magic.
Is this stairs up top?
As you round the corner and look up, it appears to be more of like a display area. So there's like pots and plants and like some pictures and stuff, paintings. It does resemble stairs, but it's not actual stairs that go anywhere.
Okay, so I don't believe any guards would be coming from this direction.
And there's
Is this
nothing on
locked?
your left. You can't tell without trying to jiggle it.
Let's jiggle it.
All right.
Just a little bit.
Jiggle it in. I might be able to pick it if it's a easy enough lock.
So
A lock picking?
Yes.
Like lock picks?
Oh wait, do I?
I shall get out of the way.
Tear off a little bit of that metal bar for me.
Well, as you're jiggling the handle, the door kind of just creaks open, and inside is a guard. He goes, "Hey, don't be causing any trouble. You guys are allowed to walk around here, but that doesn't mean you got free reign of the place, okay? You guys can go to and fro your quarters. You can talk with one another, but that's it."
Is he alone?
In the room, he is currently alone.
How far out of earshot are any of his friends?
You are not quite sure.
Let's fuck him up.
Let's take the chance.
We
There's
have
7 of us.
One bar unarmed versus one sword.
Send the giant in. He's got
Hey, it's my bar.
Hello, my friend.
Huh?
Have we met?
Yeah, we met.
hold
I
on.
led you to and from the Coliseum.
No. I mean on a I don't know, a personal level. I'm Dalton Redgrave. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I don't care who you are.
I think at the moment you might. You see, we have just been told that there is a bit of a ticking, I don't know, word for a thing that measures time, but that's irrelevant. Let's just say we have a date approaching that we do not really look forward to.
Yeah, y'all's gonna die.
Yes. And yet here you are, a guard, by yourself, surrounded by very, very scrupulous individuals. I would say it might be in your best interest to be a little friendlier towards us.
It looks like you talking back to the wrong head. Hey, friends, get on in here.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
damn, I was hoping I could roll speechcraft.
You would have had the opportunity to had you hadn't threatened him that way.
I didn't threaten, I just said it'd be in his best interest to be friendly.
Now, granted, you were talking to someone who did not have necessarily a
Was he
high
too
potency
dumb to
pool.
get
You gave him an ultimatum and he chose it.
Yeah, you did.
You done came in my room too quick.
So now there are 3 guards around you, and they're not like chomping at the bit looking for a fight, but you know they'll get at it if they need to.
Guys, I see 3 weapons. we can
Gentlemen,
potentially-
I think we have a misunderstanding. We simply just do not wish to die. You don't have to take part in this.
What do you mean take
Yeah.
part in it?
You could just let us go.
No.
Who's to say we won't die out there?
We need this job, right, boys? Yeah, we need this job. I got a family, and also I
as
like
do we.
money.
Those are 2 things that I would like to have one day too, sir.
Well, I don't know if anyone's told y'all that, but y'all's not making it through the week. You know that, right?
Well, what if I was to pay you this here cold coin?
Where'd you get a coin from?
I mean, with my ice power, I got ice spells. I can
Where were
make
you-
coins out of ice.
Ice coins?
Okay,
Yeah.
Don't
roll
last long enough to like, oh, this is money. It's cold, boys, and then it melts as we escape.
roll a speechcraft check. This is gonna be terrible. No.
Can I assist?
Oh.
Can I assist his check?
Yes, though I don't
my.
think it needs to. So here's what's gonna happen.
Old money, you say? I haven't seen such a rare thing since my boyish days abroad.
Go ahead and
what is your
roll.
name?
Far away from Frostland that I've come
Got
from.
it. It worked.
Okay. Who is
And our
making
currency is
the cold coin?
Rev.
It's crisp lemonade.
Right.
Lemonade, bringing it.
Who else but crisp lemonade?
Crisp, go ahead and roll a speechcraft check. If you don't have it, it's just a straight 1d100.
Okay. You guys know that the land that I came from, it's this frost area that their currency was cool, and it's because it's
Cross money, bitches.
frost money. 1D100.
Yes.
Just with no forward slash or what?
Oh yeah, slash roll space 1d100.
Slash roll space 1d100.
Yep.
Also, if you've rolled once before, you can just hit up in the box.
Yeah.
Okay, so between your enlightening idea and Dalton able to kind of chime in and hype it up a little bit, the guards kind of lean out.
I can make the rows, the details, and the coin. It's got all the numbers on it.
I'm carnival barking over here.
Yeah, the guards kind of lean in and go, "Well, where'd you get that?"
Why, in the cold lands, of course. Where else would you?
The cold.
Well, no, I mean like how
it comes from.
My peasant can speak for me.
You've been in these cells. How'd y'all get that?
I've had it hidden under my armpits.
I was going to say your butt. That's what I assumed, but that's where they were.
I'm not about to take no cold butt coin.
I've been hiding these coins in my loin.
Yeah.
My loin underwear. I've been
Your loin
hiding
coin?
a coin there.
Your
Loin coin.
The loin coin.
Mark.
My cold loin coins.
Rap,
So-
do you do some like jazz hands and drop them all on the ground, and there's just like 100 of them?
How many of these cold coins you guys got now?
So, I know, but the rest of my friends do not, that I can make these cold frost coins in a solid form last for about 30 minutes until they start melting. So I'm gonna like cast my spell and like just drop all the coins out of my loin shorts here. And they're gonna drop on the ground and and there's more where that came from, I say, after it pops out, right?
Okay.
Are your loins hanging out at this
Like
time?
my pants are really cold right now from the spell that I'm doing, right?
So you're gonna
And
need
I'm
to
actually
cast your spell. How much potency does that cost?
I was in the pool.
I'm guessing that's gonna cost. I get half potency anyway, I guess.
Oh yeah. Cold
so-
gust. Hold on, I'll tell you.
I'll do 20.
I like that.
So cold gust costs 50 potency to cast it, and then half of that
Okay.
obviously is 25. So you're gonna lose 25 potency. Oops, wrong
Okay.
character.
I love that we've had a character using Cold Gust for months now, and never once, my God, never once did this idea ever come up.
That's what makes Chris Lemonade special.
Okay, so now that you've done that, go ahead and
coins a
roll
little
another
yellow?
performance check. Or, I mean, a speechcraft check.
No, they're not yellow. Tark. They are blue from because they're so cold.
Do you want me or Crisp?
Crisp rolls.
Same line to set up.
Yep. All right, and then Dalton, you roll as well. Cool.
If they don't kill us, you guys are gonna love this.
So between the both of you, you kind of whip them up into a frenzy, and they go, "Oh no, we need those. Yeah, we need those." And so they all kind of push aside and start just trying to pick them up as quick as they can, pocket as many as they can. Now, in this moment, they are all painfully
Distracted.
they're distracted, and they're also disregarding their own safety in this quest for this liquid money. So what do you guys do with that?
We bash them over the head and take
Yes.
their real weapons.
I have
All right.
a quick question before we proceed.
Yeah.
On the character sheet on the left-hand side, that the circle is where we put our health, potency, and stamina. What is the REG underneath that?
That's for regeneration. So every
Is that what
turn.
that's for?
Yes. So every turn, every character regenerates 10 potency and 10 stamina, but does not regenerate health.
Okay.
But there are also spells and items and abilities that increase your pool regeneration.
Word. Okay. I'm ready to fight.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's.
So what we're going to do first, we're going to roll initiative. Just one straight 1d100. And then I will go.
We can add 1 stamina, can't we?
If you really want to, but that's not.
Yes, I do.
77.
I'm making a frost spear right now.
4.
I'm just gonna turn into like an.
Oh, wait a minute.
Character.
We're attacking, correct?
Correct.
Not yet, which is initiative.
Yeah, this is initiative right this second.
Okay.
Who am I missing? Arrow. Oh, Crisp.
Go, Chris.
His loins are too cold to roll.
Am I supposed to roll again? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for
No,
initiative.
Yeah, this
okay,
is
yeah.
now an initiative roll.
Damn.
Why are my rolls always consistently under like?
They are definitely going first.
So Crisp
two-
is 48, correct?
Actually,
Yeah.
Talia, what was your roll?
Yeah, Dalton's going first.
45.
Look at my guy.
Booyah. Ray?
39 for Booyah.
Okay. Arrow?
18.
Dalton?
94.
Tark?
77.
And Justin.
36.
Cool.
Just in time.
Oh, yeah. So, Dalton, you're up first. What do you do?
So I've got a question on rage.
Yeah.
If I'm casting it, how is it determine what they see first? Is it like direct line of sight from the character as we see it on the thing?
Oh, that'll be up to me.
This is a tough call then.
Now, do they get any penalties because they're distracted?
Technically, yes. They are unaware of what you are doing, which means if anyone attacks them, they will get a plus 25 bonus to their roll.
The other person. Okay.
Yeah, who's ever attacking.
Attacking.
Trying to think it through real quick.
Karate chop, baby. Just bam! Right in the face.
Right in the loins.
I was gonna say, stick your cold loin coins in their mouth.
Ugh.
Stick your hot sausage coin.
It's a whole new meaning to
Dalton's gonna actually
the term blue balls.
sidestep through them as they are humped over a pile of cold coins.
Loin coins.
As you step on one of the cold coins and break it because it's just ice, you hear him say, "Hey, don't you break these! I need these!"
So Dalton is going to lean over to this guard
Okay.
and touch him, put his hand on his shoulder, pointing to the other guard to catch his line of sight.
Okay.
And so the guard will actually look at his friend, casting rage on him and saying, "He's trying to take all the gold for himself."
Ooh, deceptive.
What?
All right, so
Ice.
I need you to roll a shadow
fight.
check.
Come with it now.
Or a
Boy,
sneak
mate,
check,
stepped on my
rather.
coin.
Hold on. What do you need me to roll?
Sneak check.
Not deception for...
Oh, so the sneak check is going to be to throw his attention over there,
Oh, okay.
like a
So
misdirection. Yeah.
straight. Godspeed dice.
Probably not going to be great.
92.
You got
It says
this.
it's rolling, but I don't know if it's actually going.
Let's do it again.
By the way, I think after we successfully do something, we had to pick a person that had to speak with a voice on their character for like a few turns.
That was close.
Yeah, that was very close. But
Is
you at
there
least
no
get him looking in the
penalty
right
for
direction.
distraction?
So
So you get
he's
plus 25.
actually trying to misdirect his attention. If it were an attack, it'd be different.
Got it.
So Dalton,
Yeah,
you
do I get a bonus because he's unaware?
No, you're trying to make him aware of someone else. So go ahead and cast Rage. It's a, what is it, attack roll?
Yeah, I get a
single
60?
target range. Yeah, so go ahead and roll. It's an attack roll, so what he's doing is he's adding his spell attack rating, which is 60, to his roll of 1d100. And so what happens is...
Is it going through? I can't see.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, there
it is. Ooh, great roll.
Yeah, it popped up saying that there was a connection issue with the server.
Oh, gotcha. So as Dalton puts his hand on this guy, he casts Rage and points over towards the guard in front of him. However, there are a couple other people in his line of sight as he does that. And thankfully, just ever so thankfully, he does first lock eyes on the guard closest to him. So he says, "Hey, that's mine. That ain't yours. That's mine." And so on his turn, which is next, actually, he's going to get into a tussle, good old-fashioned tussle, with this guy over his stuff. And he's only going to be punching, so he only gets a +1 to his stuff. Which,
because he dropped his sword on the ground?
He hasn't dropped his sword on the ground. They actually didn't draw their weapons yet. But he is now engaged in a tussle, and this guy, he's got an 83 for his initiative, so he's going to respond back with punching in kind. However, he actually is able to hit, so this guy's at 49 now. Whoa. So that was 83. Tark, you're up next with a 77.
Is this guy in my line of sight, or is there a wall?
He's kind of like slightly around a corner. You can still hit him though.
Well, that's what I will do.
So you're gonna roll 1d100 plus your weapons damage rating plus your advancement bonuses. So I think it's 45.
So 15 plus 25.
Oh yeah,
but I have heavy melee, so is it plus another 30?
Yeah, so it's 30, 15, and 25 because he's unaware is where the 25 comes from.
Okay. What is that, 75?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So you hit this guy, definitely. Your damage rating is 45.
And then I have plus 30 to damage, 5 to crit.
Yep, so on a natural roll of 96 to 100, it would be double damage. In this scenario, because your attack bonus is 75, but your damage rating is 45. That's the 15 plus the 30. So he is not feeling too hot. He kind of gets thrown back into the bed behind him. He is definitely taken by surprise on that one.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
So my heavy melee is plus 30 to damage. What is that? How is that in there?
Yeah, that's in there. So the way attacks are calculated, you have your advancement plus the damage rating of the item, and then any additional bonuses. So in this case, you get an unaware
20.
bonus.
Okay.
For the damage rating, it is the weapon's damage rating plus whatever advancements affect your damage. And so, again, in this case, it's the 30 from your heavy melee, but then also the 15 from the weapon.
Gotcha.
So he is actually up next in turn order. So he is going to draw his sword and come up and retaliate pissedly at you. And so he is going to get a plus 27 to his swing.
Damn.
So he hits you, which means you take 27 damage.
Great.
Ooh-wee, Rick.
Yeah, you're not feeling so hot. That's his turn. After 67, which is his roll. I believe the next one up is Crisp.
Go, Chris.
All right. So, what's going on with the guard that just got hit? What's he doing?
He is in much pain.
I think we need to continue that on with some sort of. I'm gonna freeze his kneecap, so he can't move.
Go for it.
And I mean like a real good freeze neck. It's frozen.
Yeah.
So I got to roll, right?
Yep. 1d100 plus 60.
Don't forget your ice-based pun.
Plus 60. It's cold as ice. There we go. Boom.
Ooh. So that is a great hit. So you deal. What is it? Cold Gust is. Dead. Do you happen to have it written down?
Oh, me? No.
Okay. So Cold Gust.
I will once you tell me.
Cold Gust is 15 points of damage to health and stamina.
Cold Gust, okay.
If he's got the advancement, he gets plus 20.
Which,
so, and it's also half of that, right?
The potency cost is half. So you're now at 10 potency. But you also dealt 35 damage.
Hey guys, real quick, Rob's got something he's got to take care of and has to log off.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for playing, Rob.
Yeah, sorry. I'll catch you guys next time.
All right,
Bye,
sounds
Rob.
good. Thanks for joining. And I think he was Talia, right?
Talia, yep.
Okay. I'll just make a note of that. So his kneecap freezes over and he falls, his leg shattering to the ground, and he is in so much pain. But as he falls, his sword kind of drops out of his hand, and he lands on it, and he is bleeding out as it stands right now. He's going to die shortly.
He's committed seppuku.
And then the creepy childlike laugh.
That is creeptacular. Yeah. So Talia is up next. She can't really see what's going on down there, so she just kind of inches forward, kind of darting into one of these other side rooms to kind of see what's going on. However, she is going to expend her turn to summon a sword. So she summons a sword in her hand. With that,
It comes from betwixt her breasts.
Boya, it's your go.
Alright. The two guards are still fighting over the coins.
Yes.
Well, I don't really want to interrupt all that, so I'm gonna go in here and kind of explore, see if I can find anything to use in here.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Roll a runaway check.
Yeah.
It's like Juan trying to loot everything.
Hey,
While
that's a
other
good,
people-
good strategy.
Good strategy to get all the loot.
So you can't remember who exactly this room belongs to, but what you do find is basically a makeshift iron shiv that someone in the group had been working on. So it deals two damage. Its damage rating is 2. It is a light melee weapon.
Nice.
Is that all you're gonna do on your turn?
Yeah, I can move 8, right? So that was...
Yeah.
So I'll come back out and hang out behind just in time.
Okay.
I got your 6, buddy.
Yeah, just in time.
Justin, it's your turn now.
All right, so we've got 2 guards that are still standing and 1 that's down, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to rock some hand-to-hand as I'm unarmed prowess.
Go for it.
And I'm going to attack. Guess my line of sight would be the guard on the left, this guy here.
Okay.
I'm going to take 22 to my attack, and I have 5% crit.
Mm-hmm.
That would be what, /roll space D100 plus 22.
You got it.
And then GM will take care of the +5.
Yeah, I'll let you know if it hits.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Well, actually, they are still unaware because they're focused on each other, so you do get a plus 25. So you do hit, dealing 22 damage to that guy right there. You do have a second hand to attack with.
Oh, that's true. So then I'll just form another attack. Does, now that he's aware, I don't get the additional 25?
Correct.
Okay.
I also just realized I had plus 5% crit.
Yep, I've been kind of looking at it as everyone's been rolling. Sweet. That is a regular old hit. So you deal another 22 damage to this guy. And he is in significant amounts of pain. The guard that's been attacking him kind of has this really dastardly grin right now. Like he's finally going to get all those cold coins.
And his cold grave.
After Justin's arrow.
Alright, I am going to...
Keep beating this motherfucker up.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry. I'm going
Dropping the F-bomb.
No, it's all good.
I'm going to take advantage of the fracas, and I'm going to go exploring too. I'm going to go into one of the guards' rooms, see if I can get something useful.
Kill something first.
Oh, great.
I'm imagining I'm here now.
Was one of them here? I'm guessing.
Yeah, just any room works. I'll kind of... Yeah, I don't remember which room I actually put people in.
I'm gonna see what I can find.
Okay. So in here, I'm going to just disregard this roll because it's a random item roll. You are going to find... Let's see, 60...
Hopefully something pops out. Stab in the face.
This is going to be great, guys. Yeah. So in here, you find a iron axe and some iron knuckles. Like brass knuckles, but they're made of iron. The iron knuckles deal 1 additional damage on top of whatever your unarmed damage rating is. And then the axe has a damage rating of 7.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question.
7.
So, going back in turn order, I think that's everybody, if I'm not mistaken. Dalton, you're back up.
So Dalton is gonna use last of his potency to cast Valor on himself.
Okay.
Valor?
A velour tracksuit. It's a gold chain with a cross on it.
Sounds like the pure
This
He's
is
gonna give
velour.
him 25 extra health, magic, and stamina. And he's going to come up to, since everybody's been whacking on the non-rage guard, he's gonna keep playing the charade up for the one he raged, and just get a hold of yourself, man. And then you said it's 22 for hand to hand.
Yep.
He's playing it up for the other guard just in case.
So that's a hit. He takes 22. And then you have a second attack as well.
Well,
Or no,
I used
Valor.
a Valor, so I should be spent.
Sweet.
He wore a velour and whacked them.
Oh man. It's quite the explosive ending there. So this dude's still really enraged at this guy, and he is actually going to draw his sword at this point, and swing a cut at this dude, and he crits.
Notes.
So as this guy, Justin was right behind him, beating him in the face. As he bends down to reach for another cold coin, this dude takes his sword out and just straight up decapitates
Chops
him.
his head off.
Yeah.
That's great.
Still enraged, he turns and looks at you guys. Just, he's ready for the next person to try and take his cold coins. With that information, Tark is up next.
I'm gonna die.
I'm just gonna say out to the rest of them. Little problem with that trick of mine.
Now he's enraged.
Yes, it worked against his buddies. Now he wants to kill us. Sorry.
How long's enraged last?
5 turns, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
It's my
5
turn.
turns for the entire team or character?
Until he dies, basically.
Oh,
He just moves on to the next target.
great.
So how much can I move?
You can move 8 squares without spending any stamina.
So does this count as 4 if I move one over because it's 4 squares, or that's 2?
For Dargoth,
get
I
meat
measure
sweats
from
and
the
breath.
edge of it. So, like, you were right here. This square is only 2 squares. So
from here to here.
Yeah, that's 2 squares.
Okay.
You're not gonna give him a little bop on the head?
I'm almost dead.
Oh, you got a little bit from the before. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little sadness. So, are you holding then?
I'm holding.
Okay. After Crisp, you're up next.
Melt his coins.
All right. Let's see.
Hit him in the trunk with an ice bullet.
I was actually in another part of the dungeon where there was quote unquote a refrigerator. And I was getting some water, and I've come back to the scene. All right. Let's see. We don't have anybody in the way except the one guy, the one soldier. And what's he doing?
He's about to start attacking the rest of your team.
He's raging.
And he's already got his sword out, right?
He just chopped off the dude's head.
Oh, okay.
He's like a Guido on ecstasy right now.
So, I guess I'm.
Is that?
So he's dancing with no shirt?
I would probably think that he's wearing a blouse, right? So I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna pull from the center of his shirt and pull it down like it exposes his chest.
Okay.
And I've got a real,
Definitely a Guido on ecstasy.
I'm gonna go. If I have enough, which I don't think I do because it costs 15, I would have tried to do like a cold gust on his chest to make his heart slow down and like stop, so then I can just poke him in the eyes or something. But that ain't gonna work.
I'm gonna stop his heart so I can poke him in the eyes.
So he was gonna attack the nipples. I don't know why.
So, I do have 20. So I could do something like that. But I've been doing so much cold magic, I want to do something different.
Do you have another spell?
So I've got lightning. I'm going to attempt to zap his chest with some lightning.
You don't have enough stamina to or potency to do that either. Both of those cost 25.
I'll probably just move past the doorway up by Tark.
Okay.
And just kind of watch what's going on and think cleverly.
You brood ominously in the corner. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is Crisp. Next up, Talia. She just kind of comes over to check out what's going on. She summons another sword in her other hand. After that, Boya.
Okay. I'm gonna come down. Chomp.
Oh, hello.
Alright, so I'm gonna come running in there, and since this fellow over here is dead and he's all agitated, I'm gonna holding the shiv, but I'm gonna completely not use it and punch him with both fists.
Okay. You menacingly punch him.
Could use this, but I'd rather.
But I would rather. I cast fist!
You can use
Dang,
the weight of the
great
sword
shot.
as you double cut the handle as the pummeling blow on his face.
Oh man, that's great.
So you deal 44 damage to this dude, which, he's done for. And sadly, as combat concludes, you notice that the majority of the cold coins that had been created are now melting.
No!
It's a shame. The cold coins are gone.
Now we can drink the water and revitalize ourselves. It was a double plan.
Doesn't it taste like fall sweat?
Ooze on them.
Yeah. Enjoy the floss too, my friends.
So I don't think anyone took Reconstitution,
Nope.
No.
Nope.
which means you're on your own for healing.
Oops.
I didn't know there was reconstitution.
Me neither. I'd have definitely grabbed it.
Alright, I'm gonna loot the bodies.
Yeah, I'm checking the one in front of me.
All right,
I wanna
so
check.
It's a body.
I want
They
to check
have-
this one here.
they have a couple different things. First and foremostly, the guards are using swords. They have several types of swords on them. They're all Athelian swords, which have a damage rating of 7. So there are 3 of those. So if you have light melee, go for it. Grab one. The other guys are wearing iron chest plates. So 2 of the 3 guys are wearing iron chest plates. That gives a plus 25 armor rating. If
Are
you
those
have
heavy or like light?
Those are heavy.
Okay.
And then there is one tanned hide coat, which is a light armor chest plate.
Mine.
It has a 20 armor rating.
Well, I'm gonna take one of the chest plates because I need some
I'm
armor.
gonna become Dances with Lemonade with my doeskin jacket.
Can I roll for some like magical properties?
These are definitely not magical.
Maybe he was magical.
Like a potion or keys, anything important?
Nope, these just look like standard guards. Nothing that would indicate that they are anything more than just lackeys and peons.
Can I loot this room?
Yeah, so in looting the rest of the rooms and stuff like that around, you're able to scrounge around about 10 gold.
Oh, nice.
There's
Yeah.
5 of us, 2 gold apiece.
Well, so, I mean 10 gold each, I'm sorry.
Oh, good. You can count. Yeah, you can count on me beating you in the parking lot.
Since some of you do appear to need the armor that we're taking from these gentlemen, would it be a good idea to dress them as if they were one of us?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they find this, they think maybe some of us are already dead.
That's a
Booyah
great
takes his
idea.
loincloth off.
Oh, it probably smells so bad.
Hello, that is, I meant, let me leave the room for a moment.
I didn't know you were smuggling an underling in there.
I'm assuming I can't fit in any of those clothes.
Indeed.
Correct. Now, the chest plate you can kind of, you can still use. It's just not a great fit. So you'd
It
still get
definitely
the
shows my
armor
nips.
bonus.
It covers one piece of your chest, just your left or right chest. That's it.
No, it looks like a halter top on him.
Yeah.
So it like comes down like
blouse.
mid chest.
Yeah, Tark's got a belly shirt, one of the lamb kind, like, full plate. Like just 2 little feet sticking out the bottom.
Both shoulders are definitely showing, and there's a necklace can be seen.
Yeah.
It's tied off to the side like the girls.
So that gives me plus 25 to armor, and then I have the heavy
No, it gives you a plus
Yeah.
which
25
gives me
armor.
another plus 10 to armor for every heavy piece,
Yep. So you should have, yeah.
plus 35.
Yep. Now everyone's base armor rating is 50, just as a
Except
heads
for
up.
yours.
Except for Tark's, which is 25 because of his racial
Well, mine
detriment.
too.
Can I loot this obvious bear rug-looking bed sheet as a cape?
Yeah, you have a bear skin cape now.
All right, I'm writing that down. By the way, it's mine.
Done.
Profiling.
So I have hand to hand, so I get plus 50 armor rating when I'm not wearing armor.
Fair.
Correct. That means your total
8.
armor rating without armor is
Magic.
100.
So then right, it's just advantageous for me not to take any armor, so you guys can take all of the armor.
Justin, you're unarmed, right?
I am unarmed.
I'm gonna give you my knuckles.
Yes.
Now, could this cape cause me to drown later? Because it soaks up too much water. Do I need to know this?
It depends on how bad your rolls are, is what it comes down to.
Now, was that plus 2?
I want that green
Plus
rub
1 to the
there in
knuckles.
other room.
Iron
So,
knuckles.
as you are kind of divvying up loot and things like that, you hear footsteps echoing down the hallway.
So party's over.
You don't know that
Just
it's
making
someone
the other
necessarily
green rug.
coming. The footsteps don't indicate urgency. It sounds like there's just another patrol, which you're kind of used to hearing. And so you guys kind of wait for a little bit for them to pass, and you notice that you don't really hear any other footsteps. Now, you've never been out of this door right here. Like, you've gazed down the hallway, but you haven't actually trespassed into that area. So
I'm scared.
it is
There's
unlocked.
gaze down the hallway?
You Gaze. So
sorry.
looking down there, you see a very wide corridor leading to a doorway on the other end, and then a more narrow corridor which seems to have an upward incline, but it goes to the right. So what would you guys like to do? Where would you guys like to go?
I want to press my face to the door so that I
Okay.
can see out as much as possible
Mm-hmm.
and see if there's anybody coming that for sure.
What do your large eyes see?
So you
Hi,
don't.
large eyes. Pry around through time and space.
He has one large eye and one little one.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to sacrifice it.
So
You
where
don't
I'm
see
from,
anyone down the hallway.
No, I don't see anybody down the hallway, and I'm actually seeing like maybe some rodents across the hallway on the ground, you know, like near some hay, and I think they've got a key in their mouth, and I can talk to them. I feel like I could talk to them, but I can't. So I'm looking at the rest of the party. Like, hey, who can
Anyone
speak
talk
to
to
my?
rats?
Can anybody talk to these rats and tell them to bring that key to us? Because I believe this door's locked.
I don't know if this is Divinity 2, but
Yeah.
I could inspect it if it's a locked door. See if I can do something about it.
did you try
Go
to
ahead.
open it first before you try to think it was locked?
Yeah.
Just try to open it. Is it open?
I'll try to open it.
All right.
I thought it was
Carefully.
better to talk to mice first.
Yeah, carefully eyeing the elaborate locking mechanism on this door. There isn't one, so you just kind of turn it and open it.
I told you I was a good locksmith.
He's trying to talk to rats. This was trying to lock.
That took
try
a
the
very
door, just try
bizarre
the door.
turn very quickly.
Locks just dissolve away when I look at them.
There
Why
you
didn't
go.
you make like an ice key?
So, which
There was
corridor
just
do you
time
go
for-
down?
I can make an ice
Right.
key, but I gotta know what it's shaped like, and I can't tell.
Just in time. You have the highest
Do
armor
we
rating.
recognize which way the footsteps went?
They went that way.
So let's go.
Perhaps we should go where they are not.
Agreed.
No, I say we go right down the narrow
Oh.
hallway.
Yeah.
I didn't spend my map over, so now I can tell what's going on here. I rolled clever +1 just then.
Now you, my large friend, what was your name again?
Tark.
Tark. Are you feeling better?
Not really. Hurting here.
Bowjaw's feeling froggy. He's got that cool horn set.
Hey, David, would the bump that Valor gives kind of technically heal him after it dissipates, or no?
Yes.
Sounds more like that Charlize Theron
It-
perfume that your cat's on him.
Do a little something for you, and just gives him a light pat.
This
that a-
perfume is called Valor.
Is that a 25 bonus, Jordan?
25 to actually. Does the deception bonus apply to that?
I don't know. I don't remember offhand. It probably does, but we'll roll without for right now, for simplicity's sake.
So for now, you get plus 25 to all 3 of your stats.
What?
And so, don't change any of them, Tark.
Yeah.
Because it'll dissipate. It's basically 30 seconds, and this is gonna just going down the hallway will be more than 30 seconds. So.
All right, then I'll reset myself and back to Fiddy.
All right, so you guys at the end of this hallway to the right.
Makeshift healing.
Yeah, hey, it's functional. Towards the right, you notice some stairs up, and based on the angle of the incline of the hallway, where the stairs are, and then just proximity to the rooms you guys have been kept in and the gladiatorial chamber, you guesstimate that that's probably where the viewing area is.
Oh, do we see anybody or any signs of stuff?
There is no indicator that there is anything or anyone up there. But Tark, as you enter the room, yes, you notice a chest on the right. So, Justin,
we'll stay up here and keep watch.
Okay.
So, I have foraging. Does that help in any way when looting?
Not when
You're
looting.
looting plants.
Yes, if you were out in
Only
the
when you're still in blankets for Kate.
yeah.
So you might want to check and make sure that isn't booby trap or anything.
So
No,
who's
I
doing
have
that?
100 armor right now, so I'll take my chances.
You're our official.
I'm gonna stand back just a wee bit. You go right ahead. Todd,
Okay.
You might want to. Yes.
What am I rolling here?
Tell me what you do.
I
Nope,
am
just-
going to inspect the chest to see if it's 1 locked and 2 if it's
Is it
rigged.
full of boobies?
Roll a 1d100.
I'm gonna stand
Just in
right
time, it's
here,
about
just
to
in
go
case.
just all over the walls.
Wow.
It doesn't appear to be locked or trapped.
I'm gonna open it.
Being safe here.
All right. As you go to open it, you notice that the lock is actually locked. You figured it would just melt away as the other ones have, but it is indeed locked shut.
Denied.
So using some of the random pieces of metal and things you have on you, you can try and pick the lock if you would like.
Arrow.
Let Arrow do it.
Yeah, Arrow, come on over here and pick this
My
lock.
moment to shine.
There you go.
I'm
Show
gonna
us
roll a
the movie.
fucking 3, watch.
Just
So
wanted to see her bend over.
it's 1d100 plus your lock picking ability.
Rolls a 2.
Okay. That is
We're all waiting.
25.
Excellent. So, 78 is an excellent roll. And so the lock, you kind of look it over, and then you recognize a couple of the indicators of familiar locks to you. And so you're able to make quick work of it. The lock kind of just opens with a satisfying clang. And then instinctively, you kind of back up. So, who is going to open it?
Go ahead, Justin.
I'm down.
Unlocked it just for you.
Great.
Okay,
D100?
kind of. Roll what's called a stamina check. And so we did this once earlier. What you're going to do is you're going to declare up to your maximum stamina, however much you want to add to this roll.
Does it deplete if I use it? Like if I use 30, do I lose 30?
You lose 30, but you will regain it quickly.
And then I will use 35.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Can I give him a boost with Valor?
Nope, it's too late for that.
And that's a D100?
Yep.
Tark, where you going? Where you going,
Tark
buddy?
is out. He knows what's about to
Hey, you
happen.
can only move 8 spaces, bro.
I'm checking to see if
You're checking the walls?
And that's an excellent roll.
Making sure none of the explosions ricochet down the hallway because he's blocking it all.
yeah.
So as you open the chest up, the top of the lid, it goes back and you hear a very dissatisfying click. And as the click happens, there's an arrow that flings out of the wall and hits you in the shoulder.
Ooh.
Thankfully, though, your reflexes kick in, and so it doesn't hit you in as terrible of a spot as it could have. If you didn't move, it would have hit you square in the chest. But it being on the arm, you're only going to take 20 points of damage.
From my armor rating.
No, from your health. So, yes, stamina checks don't apply to armor rating.
Do you want me to apply ice on your shoulder for the swelling?
And that was 20 points?
Yes. Now, in the chest, though, you find a couple of things. You find 146 gold, which is
that's mine.
Wonderful. And then,
I took the heat for it, fellas. Mine, all mine.
And now
That's fair.
there's another item as well, and it is a dagger.
Whatever it is, it's mine. Oh, wait, damn it.
It's a very firm glass dagger. It's called Silician dagger. And it does have a very interesting hue to it, almost like it's glowing. And what it appears to be doing, as you pick it up, as you pick it up, you notice that you start to feel better. That as you are holding this
meditation stone.
This glass dagger.
As he's looking through this, Dalton has walked up and doing the parental yank out the splinter while he's not paying attention.
Perfect.
Count to 3.
So as you do that, as you do that, you notice the hole starts closing up on its own.
Sweet.
Witchcraft.
So, holding this dagger regenerates your health 10 points per turn.
Let me hold it for a second.
So then do I gain 10 immediately?
Everybody just have a circle jerk with this thing.
Yes, holding it for just like 15 seconds heals you back to full.
Wow. So I'm back up to 50, y'all.
Nice.
Oh.
That was well worth.
That saves me a little bit of effort. That's very nice.
And then I get the 146 gold, or can I disperse it amongst the group?
Your call.
Do whatever you want with it.
You can also just give it to the people in the room.
I swim in it like Scrooge McDuck.
This is
Just
a
as, like,
solid,
there's
not a
nothing in here.
liquid.
No gold here.
So I'm gonna keep 100.
And then
I'm gonna
divvy
keep
out
106, and I'm gonna give 15 gold to everyone else in the room.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Now,
Well, you should have.
everyone who's in this room, roll a 1d100 for me. If you have sneak, add sneak. But if you don't, no biggie.
I'll trade you 100 gold for 150 of these other coins of mine.
I don't want your loin coins.
200 of these
Melty crotch coins.
200 frost coins for your gold.
It's like a bar soap with a bunch of pubes on it.
So, do I have the ability to give the dagger to anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just hand it off.
Can I stab someone with the dagger?
Yeah.
That's how I prefer you.
You can only stab the undead.
Does it hurt them?
What is the undead?
With it.
So the dagger will injure, but the healing only applies to the person holding it. All right. Is that
Did you
everyone?
guys not catch that I said underdead instead of the undead?
Yep.
You can only stab the underdead. Anyway.
So, looking around the room, Juan, you're Justin?
No, I'm
Arrow.
Justin.
Oh, you're Arrow.
I'm
So, Arrow, as you're
Again.
Arrow, as you're kind of casing the room, you notice over here there's a false door in the wall.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, my witch instincts tell me that there's something back here.
So I'm gonna try to
Feel it in my bones.
So
fit
searching
my big
around,
ass through it.
you see a kind of like a stone pressure plate in the wall. You instinctively push it, and a doorway opens, and it appears to lead, to the best you can tell, more towards the front of the building.
Boys, looks like we might have found our way out.
Ooh.
You should say it in your American Spanish accent. Your surfer.
Hey, big lizard, why don't you come over here and just go through for me?
I think he's too busy holding my dagger for 15 seconds to regain his health.
I got a free arrow.
Now, keep in mind, Boya and Crisp are watching the corridor down there.
Yep.
Oh, so maybe we should go let him
David,
know.
Do you
Yes,
want to
sir?
give me permission on Talia and I can move her around?
Oh, yeah. Good catch.
We know what's going on. We smell that fart that came out of Mike's character here from getting stabbed in the shoulder down the hallway.
Permission
Just in
granted.
time. We heard him squeak like a... He got hit.
So they called down the corridor to the rest of the group, indicating that there's a secret passageway that has been found.
Hey guys.
Crisp, it's been too long.
Who's gonna check and see if this is like some trap doorway, hallways kind of thing with spikes come out?
Ah, booyah. Nice to see you with your clothes on for change.
I'm gonna check the seat cushions for change.
If anybody needs some clothes, I've got this bear rug cape. You know, could wrap it around.
Can I fit through this hole?
Yes.
Oh.
Checking the seat cushions for change, you find 6 gold.
Nice. Give me back my 10.
What's in this chair?
Everybody.
What's in this chair? Can't
I'm already
click on
there.
I checked them all.
it. If I check this one, what would I find in it?
I give
cushion.
1 gold to everybody.
Some toothpicks that somebody's
Here's
used
friend.
before.
All right, so going through the passageway, I'm gonna kind of do some painting here for you with my words. So let me move everyone's character.
Okay.
So,
You gotta do the Wayne's World. I've never been more proud of a random.
What happened to my body? I feel like as if I've been floating.
all right, so you guys navigate the narrow corridor which leads to like a main atrium, and in the middle there's a statue. There is a little fountain. There's some benches. It's kind of like a really nice greeting area. And in the middle of this area, just beyond the fountain, are 2 guards. What appears to be the captain of the guard, who you've heard his voice before, but you've never seen him. And then talking to the 3 of them is Vincent Villaga, the man who has captured you. So
Yeah, he needs to die.
they're talking back and forth for a moment, and it's very clearly about the preparations being made for the end of the week festivities. And so the guards leave. They're commanded by the captain of the guard to go make the arrangements for the guests that will be staying. And then the captain of the guard kind of turns to him in a as gruff a voice as I can muster. He says,
Hey guys.
Vincent, I can't say that I agree with killing these captives off, but I gotta tell you, I'm very excited for the battle that will ensue. Vincent responds with, well, yes, I should hope so. I do anticipate there being much blood and much excitement. But I tell you, go and fetch them, make sure that they're quarantined and in their quarters. I don't want them running amok and wreaking havoc on all of our guards and our, well, establishment, really. We have much money to gain from their deaths. So go off, fritter away.
Before they do anything, with Dalton seeing these 2, what's the range on? It says rage is a ranged spell. How far away can I hit him with it?
25 squares, you're in range.
I'm gonna aim for the captain.
All right. And this is an attack roll, correct?
Yes. Do I get unaware?
Yes.
So that's 25. So 85.
Damn.
That's a good hit. So as Vincent is saying that, he says, "Fritter away,
this."
off with you." The captain says, "I really don't like it when you, I'm gonna kill you." And as as that happens, he unsheathes his greatsword and lets loose on this dude. And so he is.
Dalton looks at the others and wiggles his fingers.
Don't look at him.
Like Mr. Burns. Excellent.
just indicating that he's messing with the two of them.
Vincent replies with, "What are you doing? I demand you to stop!" And he is going to run to the north a little bit to try and escape. Are you guys going to intervene in any way, shape, or form?
Is there any way that I can wear the bear skin and act like the bear?
Absolutely. I mean, go over to it.
Oh my god.
I was gonna do something similar with my bear cape. I was gonna blend in with it.
Actually, are these like bushes and trees?
Yes.
In these four. All right. Can I forage?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just want to forage.
Make us some arrows. Take
Make
some
a roll.
branches and whittle with some arrows.
Fresh salad.
You gonna make us some flower crowns while we try to escape?
Maybe I'll pick up some poison that we can add to the dart.
There you go.
First thing I want to do is get in that fountain and take a bath. Because well, I know we ain't had
So
a
I'm gonna
bath in a week or two.
forage. I'm gonna forage this one here, at least closest to us.
Okay, roll a 1d100. So, looking around, you don't see anything that's really usable. Most of it's like decorative plants and things like that.
Okay.
You find a berry.
Is anyone else going to do anything while Vincent and the captain of the guard are fighting?
Do you think we should, I don't know, jump in and pretend we're helping, or do we just let him kill him?
I'd
Do you
say
think
we
if
let.
we side with the captain of the guard, seeing as he already feels like we shouldn't be dying, that he
Oh,
would?
he's raged.
The only
That's what I'm
problem
feeling.
is if he Vincent and the rage is still on, he will turn on us.
So how about we attack from the north, and then he would have the unfortunate pleasure of meeting the captain of the guard, and then us at the top. I say we go after Vincent.
I don't care for either of them.
Call him at the moment. That's just me.
Gonna hide and watch what happens.
Don't we have swords? Didn't you guys pick up the swords?
Yeah, most people have weapons, I believe, now.
He has a sword.
I have a healing dagger, and I've got iron knuckles.
I say we put just in time on Tark's back along with that bear rug and make him look like a master blaster type thing. Scare both those dudes.
Scare the rage out of him.
Yeah.
Can I do anything with my brewing?
Right now?
Can I make some beer and we can just watch it?
But finally, it's our turn to watch these guys die to the death.
Yeah, right. Now this is our gladiator
Let's
arena.
go get under the tarp over there and watch.
All right, so you guys kind of move and just watch the escapades happen.
I'm getting me some front row seat. No, maybe not in this plain view. I'm gonna go over here.
Dalton's just gonna stay on this side of the column.
So Vincent finally starts reacting and pulls out his dual Athelian swords and starts retaliating to the captain of the guard.
Let's see if we can sneak by and just leave.
That is an option.
These guys are probably pretty geared up.
Yeah, but if they they battle one another, it's a possibility that the one would be left weakened if one's left alive.
I
Take
agree
advantage of the situation.
I agree with the earlier comment. How about we side with Vincent and then we double cross? Because that rage is going to be very painful.
I say we see what happens. I say we watch and let them beat each other till one is dead or both are weakened to the point where we can take our swords and iron knuckles and all that fun stuff and
Literally,
There it is.
as
Our
you were
answer.
saying that, the captain of the guard decapitates Vincent Villargo.
there you go.
All right, let's kill the guard.
At this
Exactly what we
point,
did
the
was-
rage
Toward
ends,
us. It took it too long.
Oh!
and he looks over the body and says, "What have I done? I don't What? And then he looks around and notices that you have all kind of scattered around for the different best vantage points to watch him massacre his boss.
I'm already trying to get this guy's cape.
I'm gonna take a chance here, and I'm actually to speak to him directly. What you have done, sir, is saved our lives, and we are eternally grateful.
Roll a speechcraft check.
As I'm going through this guy's pockets. Yeah.
Oh!
Wow.
That is a natural 1 on his roll. You find 134 gold on Vincent's pockets, by the way.
I'm putting like the extra rug or whatever around him, like a fireman.
Yeah.
A child.
134 gold to me.
Yep. He says, I guess you're right. He was a terrible, terrible person, but I was employed by him. I don't know what I'm going to do now, or how I can break it to the other gods.
Well,
could be
let me ask you this, Captain of the Guard.
Good news!
Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, you could just rule in his stead, pretend he's just ill.
Just in time, put on his garments, pretend to be him, and maybe we can use you as a ploy to get us out of the rooms.
How many small children can we fit in his coat?
Roll a performance or a speechcraft check, whoever.
Me and Arrow can do that.
Whoever suggested wearing his clothes.
Oh, that was me, and I was two lamb guys in a trench coat.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, the lamb guys in the trench coat doesn't work. But who suggested the ruling in his stead?
Oh, that was what I said.
That was Crisp.
Crisp, go ahead and roll.
Well, I'm trying to remember what I said, to be honest.
No,
it was either you or Chris said that.
I said you could rule in his stead, and then Chris said like Weekend at Bernie's, and then I jokingly said two lamb guys in a trench coat.
Okay,
yeah,
so
all
Chris,
I said was we can wear his clothes or something. So anyway,
oh,
you
one.
Just wanted his cape.
Yeah, Chris, wearing the clothes is the thing.
Yeah, Chris said it about
all right.
About Justin to wear his clothes.
Gotcha.
So,
right.
So Chris, roll a D100.
All right. Oops.
Is there any weapons on this Vincent guy?
Two Athelian swords.
So just D100, nothing else.
Yeah, just D100.
Oh, lame.
So he doesn't go for that. He says, I can't just do that, but I will make do. You have earned your freedom. Now leave, and I will deal with the aftermath.
As I take one of his swords.
Word.
That sentence had way too many syllables. I'm leaving.
So that's where we're gonna call it tonight. So how'd you guys did you guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Good times.
Dude,
Good.
Rage is dumb fun.
You always leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yep.
I try to.
Last time we played, I slid underneath a giant and opened up his sack with my dagger.
Yes, that did happen.
Smells like porridge and
coins fall out.
Yeah.
Loin coins.
Loin coins.
More loin coins.
So before we ended, did I get one of his swords or no?
Yes.
Oh, before we leave at this point, I want to give the captain of the guard some coins. You know, for like,
more of those frozen coins?
Frost coins. No, that'll piss him off.
You make it rain coins, frozen coins, cold coins. That's what we were calling, all over this dude, and he is
trademark.
I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of bewildered, but you know, he'll figure it out.
He was nice to us. I don't want to fool him with some fake coins. So.
Yeah. Well,
that was good. That was fun.
Good. I'm glad. I'm gonna kind of end it and throw to video, and then we usually do like a post-stream chat. You guys are more than welcome to hang out for. But
absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, we'll talk game and logistics stuff like that. But for everyone listening and watching, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Again, go check out Played Together on Instagram. Check out Jay Crutchfield 12. I think he may be streaming after this or tomorrow, and we'll kind of raid for those of you who are watching now. And then also check out Chronicles of the Mist. The chronicler himself is with us. Ray, you want to say anything?
Yeah, it's just Chronicles of the Lost Realm, but yeah, close enough.
Realm of the Mist Entertainment. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Chronicles
that's our parent
of the Lost
company.
Realm. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I do way more crazy voices throughout that.
Yes, definitely take a listen to their podcast. It's really fun. So, well, thank you guys for joining us. Remember, check us out at Ancient City Con and all that. Again, thanks for playing. We'll do the stream outro now, and then we'll hang and chat afterwards. Thanks.